In the previous video, I took the California Zephyr from Chicago to San Francisco. It wasn't the best, to be honest. It smelled, it was noisy, it was dirty, there's a lot of things wrong with it. Anyway, I got a little bit of hate on that for obviously calling Amtrak. So I thought, I'll try it again. I'll try the Amtrak Silver Meteor from New York City to Miami, and let's see how that goes. Hopefully it's a lot better. I could just get on a plane and go to Miami because it'd take about 3 hours. Instead, this train journey is going to take 30 hours and it's going to cost about 10 times more because you can get a flight to Miami for about $40. But it's not about the cost, it's about the experience. There's something about trains that are just magical, apart from the last one that I did. Anyway, let's forget about that. Let's talk about the train stations in America. They're absolutely massive. And that's just one side of it. It's absolutely huge, this place. And I don't know what to call this one. Pennsylvania Station, and then it says Moynihan Train Hall. But all I do know is this is the way to the trains. Well, I'm sorry Chicago, but New York definitely beats you on the food facilities anyway. There's absolutely loads of stuff here. The Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago is pretty poor. It's only got drinks and snacks. So hopefully this one in New York is a little bit better. So because we've got a sleeping car, we're getting here for free. Well, it's not actually free, is it? Because you paid like for the train ticket, but it's complimentary. It still feels like free though. Yeah, my wife's already in the lounge. She said,
when you're ready, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Which way is it? This way. So you could actually get in here for free even if you've not got a ticket.
I have Miss Ryan, please come to the best of your red cap.
We're already 20 minutes late. All of a sudden, they've just said it's boarding.
Please. This is the last call for Amtrak Silver Meteor Train 97 en route to Miami with intermediate stops. Get stopped.
First thing before anything else, this cabin is spotless and there's no smells. So it's just already better than the California Zephyr because that stunk really bad as soon as we got on. But obviously we've got half the amount of space in this cabin. We just haven't got a bathroom. That's the only downside. But we've got a sink.
The gentlemen have a pleasant trip.
Well, we've not actually left the underground bit of Penn Station yet, and I've made a massive error. I forgot the gaffer tape, and this door is already really creaky. It was just making a really bad noise like that, but I was warned and I was told to bring gaffer tape and I forgot it. So a noticeable difference to the California Zephyr is this has digital thermostat. So it's on 77 now, so let's put it down, see how far it goes. 41, whatever that is in the lower number. Let's start off on maybe 55. As far as the sleeping arrangement goes, this is going to go down into a bed, which is quite wide, by the looks of it. And then this one comes down to there, step, and then up there, and then that's the bed. Looks like there's a much better lock system as well on these doors, rather than that fiddly one on the Zephyr. There we go. And the curtains don't look too dirty either. They look fine, pretty clean. Not expecting any amazing scenery, just trucks and warehouses and stuff, unless you're into that kind of thing. It's just New York. But if we get any amazing scenery on the way, that'll be a bonus. We've got 1,300 miles to Miami, 33 stops. It's 25 to 4. First dinner meal is about 6:30, and we've got breakfast in the morning and then lunch, so 3 meals on the train, and then 6 o'clock tomorrow-ish, in about 27 hours time now, we should be in Miami. Just trying to work out the most comfortable thing to do here. That's a bit uncomfortable on there. Probably need a pillow actually, but I don't want to put my feet on my pillow. I'm going to use that for my head in a bit. Can I put mine up there? No, that's not going to work, is it? That'll do. Try and make that so it's a little bit more safe. And as on the California Zephyr, they don't stay shut, so I think when we get back, that door will be open. Hopefully my bag's still there. This is definitely rockier than that other train.
Okay, what?
And the stock market crashed really bad today. You know, I'm gonna go.
So we were stopped for about an hour. We're off again now, but it's something to do with the engine. We started off with an electric engine, now it's a diesel. But forget about that, I don't even care about that. I care about the bag still here, because that's the main thing. We've not been robbed while we've been out. We've been on this train for 5 hours and we're only at Washington, so we've gone from there, New York, to Washington. We've done that little bit and we've got this massive bit now to the tip right down there. Miami, if you didn't know, is right at the bottom. Already it's a little bit tight getting all this stuff done, you know, getting changed and stuff. But yeah, just bags just taking up all the space now, so this is where a bedroom would have been a lot easier. But if you don't try these roomettes, the smaller accommodations, then you don't know, do you? Zoom that little red light there to tell the person who's sleeping up there, don't get off and put your foot in the sink. Might have just made the second mistake of the day. James just knocked on, the cabin guy, and said, do you want me to do the bed? And I said, no, it's fine, I'll do it myself. How'd you do it? And you just pull this bit out. So, let's see. Ah, there we go. Oh, we might be getting somewhere here. I can work out. Don't be like that with me. I'm halfway there, but halfway isn't all the way, is it? It's hard work, this. No, don't go back. Oh, here we go. Doing it the wrong way. Get it like that and then push down. I was trying to pull it out. It's all technique. I thought I was done, but now I'm wrestling with this. Why not just pick a bedroom where it's just so much easier? Don't normally sleep with trousers on. Just haven't got the energy to even like a workout. So not a bad night's sleep that after all. It is quite rocky, it is a train after all, but I would say this Silver Meteor is actually rockier than the California Zephyr, which I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, it feels like it. 7:15 now, so we've got 11 hours to go. Overnight we've done Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. We're about halfway through Georgia, and then we've got Florida, hit Miami, maybe 6 o'clock. So the other main difference between a roomette and a bedroom is, in a bedroom you do get an in-room shower, but it is absolutely tiny. So the one at the end of the hall is going to be a better experience, I think. So let's go and find out. Not advised. We're not getting off for an hour and a half on our way to Jacksonville, Florida, so I don't think there's any risk of the bag going missing today. So I'm going to have to try the French toast again, because on the California Zephyr, it was the only thing that I didn't really like.
Are you coming for breakfast, sir?
Children's game, toy, music player, whatever it may be. If it makes a noise, you need to be wearing a set of headphones.
We're coming up to Jacksonville, Florida. You say we got 15 minutes? Yeah. So this is Jacksonville, Florida, and it's probably 18 degrees, which is nice. I don't know if it's just me, but I always seem to get really anxious getting off these trains. Well, I've only been on 2 up to now, but yeah, you just think 15 minutes, what if I go all the way down there and then there's no door open to get back on? So I'm just going to go back up to where James is, because this is where I got off. Nice here though, warming up, only 9:20. Yeah, it's going to be real hot when we get to Miami. Winter Park is definitely getting nicer the closer we get to Miami. So this is Orlando, so I might get off if I've got some time. How long have we got, James?
We're here until 1:15.
Alright, 20 minutes. Doing me. I think this is the furthest that I've ever walked away from the train before. I still feel a bit nervous, but he said we've got 18 minutes. So if he goes, I'm going to put a complaint in. Been to Orlando loads of times, and it never fails to impress me, the weather. It's roasting here. It's absolutely roasting, which is good, because we've just come from New York and it was absolutely freezing there. I think they're putting the things up there. And they've put the little ramps up there, so looks like I'm going to have to get back on in here.
You must get off this train.
I'm still a bit worried, I'll be honest. I'm just staying on now. So we've got exactly 3 hours to go, and I was just thinking, if you had 3 hours to go on an aircraft, you'd be absolutely bored to tears for that whole 3 hours. Usually I am anyway. What's the difference? You're on a passenger craft, and this, like, I'm just still happy after what, 25 hours, and I'm still happy being on this train. I could do much longer. So what's the difference? It's just scenery, and there's a little bit more ease to walk around. You can get up on an aircraft, walk about. There's a cafe car as well, so if you want to go and get a beer, you know, you can just go any time where you have to wait for the trolley to come on a train. It's just better on a train, aren't they? Exactly 2 hours from Miami. Everything has gone perfect with this train journey, apart from the shower, which was really cold. And the thermostat has stopped working. So we've got an extremely warm room. So nearly finished my video while I've been on the train, so it's all good. Enjoyed the trip, and we're about 45 minutes away from Miami, and I'm gonna have a celebratory drink. We're really close to Miami now, and I think after nearly 28 hours on this train, it's time to do a little bit of a comparison. Even though I didn't take this train to compare it against the California Zephyr, we took this train because we just had loads of time to get down to Miami, and rather than fly in, you know, take our time. And I wanted to try Amtrak again. And even though this train has gone more or less perfect, I'd be crazy not to prefer the California Zephyr over this trip. This feels just like a commuter trip, really, just something where you would want to get from A to B, whereas the California Zephyr is much more of a holiday vibe, vacation, scenic, just a really, really good trip. Staff were much friendly on there as well, but overall, if I had to pick either of these trips again, I would do the California Zephyr. But again, that's comparing the trains. You can't compare both trips. There's nothing really to compare. So it's a shame that the smells were on that train last time, otherwise it would have been perfect. So in the end, 26 minutes late, which is not too bad. 1,300 miles, 28 hours. You could really class that as pretty much on time.